So I wanted to do a review on the Nike Legend React and let you know if it's worth the $100 or not. What is going on, guys? Hess here, CollectiveKicks.com. And if you guys want to shop this week's top sneaker deals, check the link in the description, as well as if you want to buy the brand new Nike Legend React. If you don't know if it's worth it or not, though, hopefully this video will help you out. And if you guys are new to my channel, hit that subscribe button and notification bell if you want to be notified of when my videos go live. So Nike ended up releasing this Legend React kind of quietly. They didn't really say anything about it, and all of a sudden, a lot of people were hitting me up and saying, hey, there's a new Legend React. Have you seen it yet? You should give it a try. It's $100. Big shout out to the people out there that actually mentioned this shoe to me. I already did a review on the Odyssey React, and I would actually have it out here for comparative purposes, but I gave it away. I gave my Odyssey React and a handful of other shoes to my house cleaner. We have a house cleaner that comes once every 2 weeks just to tidy up the place. And, you know, they see all the shoes everywhere, so I just rounded a couple of them up. One of them was the Odyssey React, though, and I wish I didn't, because then I can give you a side-by-side of these and let you know what I think. But overall, general thoughts about this shoe is this is really a great pair of sneakers for the $100 price point. Now, the Odyssey React, I believe, is $120, and then you move your way up to the Epic React, which is $150. And then now you have that crazy Pegasus Turbo, which has half React, half Zoom X, which is hands down one of my favorite Nikes I've ever put on my feet. But from the React side of things, this is the bottom of the barrel, which is $100 versus the other ones that are much more expensive. So is it worth paying $100 for these, or should you just go and upgrade to the more expensive versions? I think if $100 is your maximum price point, I think this is a great shoe for you. And it has a lot of the same properties as the Epic React, because the midsole is full-length React technology, and it's all the way on the bottom, and it's raw. And in some cases, this shoe is actually a little bit better than the Epic React, in my opinion, just because of the overall traction that they added on the bottoms of the shoe, which is kind of similar to what they did with the Odyssey React. So just to give you a look, the Epic React is at top, and you could see that they stopped the traction for some reason right here. And after wearing the shoe a lot, you could see this is a really high traffic area, and it doesn't cover that. At $150, these things look beat after a month or so of wear. Meanwhile, the other pair, if you don't see, the traction actually comes all the way down to here, and then this midsection is actually raw foam, and then the bottom traction ends up like right here. So this is actually the area that's going to have the most wear, which would be about like here on the Epic React, which would have avoided both of the really high traffic wear areas that they didn't have coverage in. And all in all, like, that little extra really makes a big difference for the overall look and the longevity of the shoe. So I think that this is a better option because of that. Now, it is a little teeny bit heavier than this one, but like, it's not that insanely heavy comparison. They're both really light shoes, and I think that that's one of the best properties of React, because it is so lightweight, but it's also very well cushioned. So you get all the benefits of the Epic React's midsole and cushioning on the knockdown Legend React. It seems like this is actually a better deal, and it saves you $50. I will say that the upper is where things definitely sway more in the favor of the Epic React. If you're a fan of the Flyknit, the Flyknit upper on this shoe is actually really nice. It does look pretty stylish as well, which I like the overall look of the Epic React better than the Legend React. The Legend React actually has a lot of the same looks as the Odyssey React, but which is, again, I prefer this one over the other two models. But if the price point is the issue, this is still a really good looking model for what you get. Obviously, the Legend React has a mesh upper, which is actually a decent mesh upper. It doesn't feel bad at all. Then you see there's a seam across right here on the shoe, a little Nike swoosh down here. And then you do have that same neoprene liner that the Odyssey React had, which is something that I didn't really love because it's kind of like really, really snug on my foot at least. So I should have gone up a half a size on this if I would have known it actually had that. I couldn't tell from pictures that it actually had the neoprene tongue. So interestingly enough, and this feels like it's just like a little added reinforcement, but it looks interesting. And then you also have that on the inside panel. And I don't know necessarily the reasoning for that, maybe for stability or something. I honestly don't know, but probably not necessary, but it adds a little bit of texture to the shoe. And similar to the Epic React, you do have a little stripe down here and it says Legend React and a little bit of reflective material right here. The biggest difference on this shoe, however, is you can see it doesn't have the plastic part right here for the React. It just has the plain React. So that could be a stability issue for some people right here, but I personally don't see the difference when I wear them on feet. This is a reinforced heel section right here, and actually it feels firmer than it does on the Epic React, so I don't think that this would have issues with stability. At least for my feet, I didn't have that problem. You can see on the Epic React, the overall shape is a little different. This curves up more on the Epic React, and it sticks out further than on the Legend React. But the biggest question you guys probably have is the overall feeling of this React, and how does it feel? Is it comfortable? And how does it compare to the Epic React? I would say that it's actually very, very comparable. On my feet at least, and I'm not talking from a performance perspective for those people that always like to point that out on my channel. It's not a performance channel, obviously. It's lifestyle. And from my side of things, like, these felt really, really comfortable on feet. I wore these to work all day, 2 different days, and they just felt extremely comfortable. And they felt pretty much exactly like the Odyssey React did on feet. I didn't notice too much of a difference. The Epic React feels a little bit different because of obviously the upper. Just because this is less money doesn't mean it's less of a React experience on your feet than on the Epic React. So hopefully that answers that big question. Really, like, you feel the React in this shoe just as much as you do in the other 2 models, in my opinion. It's not like they made it a really thin layer of React. They made it almost the same size, if not the exact same size as the Epic React. And in fact, even on the heel section, this part right here is thicker than on the Epic React. So overall, I'd say that the experience is really, really good for those people that want an introduction to React but didn't want to pay the $150 retail for this shoe. They can spend $100 on this one and feel just as confident in what they're able to get. I don't know performance-wise if this one holds up to what the React does. Again, that's a personal preference thing to a lot of people out there, but from a casual perspective, and maybe somebody like you could use this for training or whatever, it's a pretty much all-around looking shoe. And I love the colorway, the all black colorway. I'm glad that they didn't hold out on some of these lower tier products and release just a bunch of terrible colorways. Like, this one's a great one in my opinion. And for $100, it's a no-brainer. It's an absolute yes to me. But what do you guys think about the Nike Legend React? Is it something you guys have tried out or not? Is it something that has been on your radar, you've just been waiting to see a review on? Or is it something that you have zero interest in? Just leave a comment, let me know. But I am happy that you guys mentioned this shoe to me. And if you guys have other suggestions for shoes or technology that you guys want me to give a casual review over, leave a comment in the comment section and let me know, because there's lots of fun technology out there nowadays, and I love to get my hands on all of it, basically. So again, if you guys want to buy a pair of these, check the link in the description, and thank you guys for stopping by and watching the video. I do review shoes pretty much every week on this channel, so be sure to subscribe and notification bell if you guys would like to do that as well. A lot of people are subscribed, but they actually don't get the notifications, and then they miss the videos, and it's kind of sad. So hit the notification bell, and that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for stopping by and watching. At this time, if you want to check out any of the other videos on the screen, feel free to do so. And we'll catch you guys for some more sneaker videos very soon. Peace, guys.